Another mentor of mine, Chris Demm's mentor as well, sent out a thing this weekend, the habits of highly successful people. Did you see that?
I did.
It was like to kill time at the end of the year.
Yeah.
And he wrote all the habits of highly successful people. And I went through them. And I can honestly say,
Ready to check off the ones you do?
I was like, it said,
I got this.
This is what highly successful people do. And I looked at it, and I do 0.
And there's like 20 of them.
Yeah.
There's a ton. Listen to this. Keep a journal. No.
Never have.
Positive self-talk. No.
I'm worthless. The show is worthless.
That's all I ever say.
Yeah.
It's all like, what do I say to Biggie when Dave and Chris Demm slink out of this room? What do I look at Biggie and say?
I suck.
Awful.
Always.
That was a slog of a show.
Always.
How'd I get? Oh my God, that was a marathon.
Worthless.
Yeah.
I'm worthless.
I always say that. Successful people, positive self-talk. They say, "You're great.
Yeah.
You're really doing well."
Look at today's a good day, Tiger. You
Yeah.
say it in the mirror, brushing your teeth, in your car, looking at the mirror.
I say the exact opposite.
When you walk through the building,
And
into
if they
the
have
doors.
they have a bad day, they don't let it.
No.
It's not a bad day.
Never affects them.
No, they're just like, we'll get them tomorrow.
It's a learning opportunity.
That's right.
Yeah.
It's something good.
Every
You're right,
day
Biggie.
that I wake up is a great day because I woke up.
That's right. These are the things that that successful people all do. Meditate. Never done it. Biggie tried.
Tried.
Didn't take.
I couldn't take it. I
There's
could
too
not,
much going on in his brain.
could not do it.
Too much time to be with yourself. I
Yeah.
can't do that. I've
Can't do
never
that.
I've never once. In fact, when I hear people say they meditate, I always think, what a loser. I always do.
There was a moment, I don't know if it was right before the pandemic, but people, I would read interview stories about people like Jerry Seinfeld and Howard Stern, and they all meditate.
Yeah.
And what do they have in common? They're gazillionaires.
Yeah.
And that's true. Maybe their therapists tell them to
They don't have
meditate.
to wake up. Did I answer that email?
Well, that's
Yeah.
that's true.
You
They
know?
do have time on their hands.
They've got their lives are different than ours.
That's right.
Yeah, they have kids,
But
they
you
have families.
You have more time.
They have obligations and higher pressure.
Yeah.
Well, and I don't like silence unless I'm going to sleep. That's it. Mm-hmm. Like the only time I want it quiet.
You didn't like it. And you like a TV on or
Yeah.
something. Me too.
Yeah. I don't. But when I'm going to sleep at night, when I'm tired, I want dead quiet. But otherwise, I want something talking to me.
The habits of highly successful people. They read a lot. I read a little, almost none.
I read my phone.
I'm reading that book on Johnny Carson that Dave gave me.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Well, how long have you been saying that?
A year. I've been reading it one sentence at a time. It's terrific. I'm on page 4.
I mean, I don't want to call you out. I'm glad you're reading. I try to read, if I'm lucky, a book on vacation.
One sentence a day and I'm trying to get it done in 10 years. It's a book on Johnny Carson. It's fascinating. At least the first 4 pages. I'm just in the forward. Really, it's the author's notes right now. Highly successful people embrace their fears. I run from fear. I don't like public speaking, so I don't do it. If I have a fear of it, I just don't. I just completely avoid it. They embrace it to get over their fears. I don't. Never. This is the one that really stands out. Highly successful people only associate with positive people. All I'm around is negative people.
No.
All I'm around is negativity.
Look at this room.
Just total negativity.
Oh, being around a bunch of positive people is my nightmare.
That is horrible. Every day at the end of the show, I say, I was terrible. Biggie says, you were. And I was worse. It's awful.
Who wants to be around positive
people? Right.
That's exhausting.
Yes. Oh, positive. Yes, that is
A
exhausting.
room full of positive people?
Yeah.
Very difficult. Highly successful people talk to the universe. I wouldn't even begin to know how. Well, I don't
I'm
know.
not sure I get what that means.
I don't know what it means either. Don't sweat the small stuff. That's all I do. That's all I do is think about little, intricate, tiny little. I mean, these are the things you're not supposed to do, is sweat the small stuff.
Yeah, I mean, there are things that happen on this program that would be defined as small stuff.
Oh, the tiniest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you berate Biggie over them.
Oh, my God.
relentlessly.
When Biggie makes a mistake on a put up or shut up game that no one notices, it throws me for weeks. Weeks I think about it.
And
Yeah.
you will get one email, and you will let that one email sit with you
Always.
for months and remember it.
That's right. That's exactly
The
right.
emailer's right.
Yeah.
We're garbage.
That's right.
Yep.
That's right. In fact, I got one last week. It was, remember, my son did not want to go to school on Friday. He called me during the show.
That's right.
Very rare.
Very rare, and said, I don't want to go to school. I'm tired. Well, meanwhile, on Friday, I already knew about this. There was that TikTok thing where all these kids went on there and said there's going to be school shootings today across the country, which was not credible and it didn't happen, thank God. They arrested a bunch of kids over that.
They did?
Yeah, over the weekend they arrested a bunch
threats,
for making terroristic threats on TikTok. And so I had heard about that, but then I got an email. It was to Chris Demm as well, and it said, "Hey, Chris Demm, tell Dummy there's a school shooting possibility today." After I mentioned my son didn't want to go, and I thought, you asshole, you butthole, man, that made me so mad that he called. So I just, all I did was think about it all weekend.
Like,
you call me dummy. And I retyped emails to him, and then I stopped, and I didn't. So you
delete draft.
Yeah. Delete draft will get me. Highly successful people focus only on what they can control. I do not do that.
No.
I focus on things that are well beyond.
Way out of your control.
I know.
When we hear murmurs of management planning something, you go, let me get in on this.
That's right.
Like, no, they're not going to let you in, but
That's
you want
right.
to.
You're not in your lane, as they say.
Yeah.
Never do I do that. Actively listen.
It's one of your worst faults.
Yeah.
It's one of my worst faults.
You're not present.
No.
I'm not present. I do not actively
People
listen.
have dropped so many truth bombs and massive revelations on the phone, in person, and you just gloss over thinking about the next thing you're going to say.
That's all I think about. The next thing I'm going to say. It's probably the weakest one of this list.
I thought there was one more.
They actively listen.
One more towards the bottom, I thought was you, to a T.
Let's see. People who are most successful, this may be it, love having fun and celebrating victories.
No, not that one.
I never do that.
No,
But
you
that's
don't do
you
that.
too.
I never do that.
You hate it.
Forgive themselves and others. I never do that.
No.
Embrace change.
Okay, yeah. Yeah.
There it is.
Yeah.
That's the one.
Embrace change.
Embrace change and stay current. That was the last one. Embrace change and stay current.
No.
Yeah.
It's no wonder I'm just stuck. I've been doing the same thing for 23 years.
Yeah.
And even beyond that. It's like that.
We're dinosaurs.
Yep.
Exactly. I just read that. The more I read it, the more depressed I got. And this is a guy I like. And he was like, here are things really highly successful people do.
He's probably meditating right now.
Oh, yeah.
Guaranteed. He meditates and hikes. Two things I always, whenever he says that, I'm like, what are you doing that for? You meditate and you hike. What a waste of time.
Oh, those are my nightmares.
He's also very wealthy.
Of course he is. He's highly successful.
Yeah.
He runs his own company. And he's what a great point. He does these things. Why do I think I should? I fight these things. He does these things. That's exactly right. Oh, I'm depressed. I'm depressed on Christmas. Biggie,
Lift him. Lift him up.
Lift me up. Do something to make me less depressed on Christmas.
You'll be all right.
We're playing Christmas music all this week. I did read, this is unfortunate, that car break-ins are on the rise to the point where some people in big cities are just leaving their trunks open. Like, I don't have anything in here. Do people go into the trunk? Is that what they're doing in cars now? They break in?
That's where the stuff
Is that where all the stuff is, I guess?
Well, I've always had this argument, what is a break-in and what is you leave your car unlocked? Because I see a lot of unlocked cars.
Well, I still think it's a break-in.
Yeah.
I always think you have to break in.
Oh, you don't?
Do you think windows shattering?
Yeah, if you just leave your car unlocked and they steal...
Or door locked, Jimmy?
Yeah.
No. If you leave your door unlocked at home and somebody walks in and ransacks your house, it's still a break-in. They're going into your home. If your window's unlocked...
Is it?
Yes. Yes, it is.
But it's still, you should be knowing now, though, to me.
Well, you
one,
should.
I don't leave anything important in my car anymore. I've learned that.
Well, that's the whole thing they're saying. This is large cities. They're saying it's an invitation for theft if you leave something expensive, but it's still not your fault. I mean, it still is a break-in.
Sure.
And so people are leaving cars unlocked, windows rolled down, and trunks open to show I have nothing here. You can't
do that in cities where it rains and snows.
No, you can't. No.
Yeah.
Maybe if you're in a parking garage. When I was, in New York City, I was there one time with my friend, and our car got broken into. We'd been there half an hour, and our car got broken into. I told you this. We were there to visit his brother in the 90s, and we were up in his brother's apartment, and he said, "Where'd you park?" And my friend said, "On the street, right around the corner." And he goes, "Oh, your stuff's gone." And we're like, "What?"
We left it down there to come up and say, "Hey."
Yeah, he's like, "It's gone. It's been stolen." And we were like, "What?" And I mean, we had been there, honestly, 15 minutes. And he's like, "Go on down, but all your bags are gone." We had not, I'd taken one bag up, but was going to go back and get the other one. went down, and the window was smashed, and everything he had was gone. He said, "That's how it is. You just leave your you just put a sign on the door saying my radio's already been stolen.
Welcome to the jungle."
That's how. Yeah, and I was like, such a rube. They got my jean shorts. Remember, I lost my jorts.
That's right.
I lost my jorts on that trip, and a Cassingle. I lost all my Cassingles and all
Wilson
my jorts.
Phillips?
Hold On was very popular. And my friend lost everything. He lost it. He had all of his bags were in there. I took one bag up. I had two. It was awful.
All of his Reagan wear. His Reagan Bush stuff.
You can't. I know. And the Gipper had he left office by that time. There was no getting that back.
You can't get it back.
No.
There's no eBay then.
You think the guys going through it that stole it were just like, how sad?
Wilson Phillips. Throw that in the East River.
Like the guys that were stealing your stuff, like these poor, pathetic losers.
That's what I knew. I could never live in the big city because it was only a minute that we were there.